Ira Epstein with your metals market wrap-up, and this is for Thursday, the 12th of March, 2020, and we're about 5:15 in the afternoon, so I'm already into Friday trade. So as we're reopening the markets for the evening trade, you can see everything's getting hit from the stock market to the metals. Today was a mass liquidation day. There was nowhere to hide. If you thought you were going to hide in bonds and notes, well, they're coming up tonight, but they didn't hold that great. Now, the Fed has come to the market, and it's putting in $1.5 trillion, not $1.5 billion, $1.5 trillion between today and tomorrow. So they're making the repo market, they're making sure that there's the liquidity there, that the market doesn't freeze up, but people are in a state of panic. They're closing the Chicago Mercantile Exchange trading floor. Now, this is where the guys make option trades in the markets and not typically the trades you're making. They're more complicated options that need humans to figure out what the spreads are on them. My type of clientele profile, I doubt that it impacts at all. But that floor is not going to open until we don't know when. Remember, when you're in the pit, you stand like this. There's a guy next to you. You're screaming. Everybody's all over each other. It makes it for a difficult time. Broadway's closed. They're not going to have the March Madness. You're going to hear, I'm hearing already the church masses are going to be stopped because they don't want everybody sitting next to each other. I've never heard of that, but that's the first time that's going on. It is a modern time, so it makes sense. I wouldn't be surprised if you see restaurants, bars, follow the Italian model, and you get an idea that if you're going to get ahead of this thing, you want people to hunker down, and that's what they're going to do. Amazon today told people to stay home that can and work from home. So you're looking at the market responding to everything I'm saying. Energy's down. I'm watching gasoline up a little tonight, which is a surprise to me, but that's where you're at. Now, as we come on to the gold, you can see you're in a corrective mode. You're down pretty good for the week. You're down, what is that, almost a full dollar, $100 on the week, down 5.75%. If it falls much more, then you're putting into play getting back to that 18-day average of closes. When you look at the chart here, you can see how fast you've gone from your high to your low. You're sort of finding support into this zone. I don't know how long it'll hold, because what happens is when people get caught in stocks or other things that gets out of control, they sell everything. What was a trade turns into an investment. What turns into investment turns into sometimes a bad investment. The best loss you can take is the early one if you're wrong. In looking at what the market did, you can see how it's trying to hold here. But we have a pattern of a lower low, a higher high, and now we have to see what the market does. If it cuts through this, there could be another leg to the downside if you clear this area right here. You can see the importance of this whole area that was the beginning of 2020. It's a very important zone. What gold does here is going to set the tone for a while. The next support under the market and moving averages is the 100-day at 1542.80, and you hit the Bollinger Band today, and that's where you stopped. Whether it holds, I can't tell you, but as a pro, what I teach is that I think that when the market goes up to a band, especially wide bands, pros take money off the table, come down to it, same thing. It's a free swinging market that's basically close to out of control. You're looking at momentum oversold down to the lower Bollinger Band in a market that's got V formations not really trending. The gold-silver ratio hitting a dollar, 100. You need 100 ounces of silver to get 1 ounce of gold. I mean, you talk about a move, that's phenomenal. And look at how the market made its rally back into that 100-day 18 and right back down. So today, again, you hit the Bollinger Band. You know what I'm going to say. I'm going to say the first time you hit it, right or wrong, especially with wide bands, I think the pros take money off the table. That's what I think's going on, and you have an oversold condition. In the copper, we're breaking out to the downside. You have now two closes underneath the lower band. I admit you're oversold, but when you break out of sideways action, that's often the case. You get either overbought if you're coming out to the top side or oversold on the down. So until you get back over this 256.55 level, I'm fully committed back into the bear camp, but it is an oversold market under the lower band. I don't tell people ever to sell short under a lower Bollinger Band. Platinum. If we come back, coming into today, the market had a higher high, lower low area. Now what? Well, if it comes down with an embedded reading and that rules the day, wherever that lower Bollinger Band is, that could be the support zone. That's what you went to and you're trying to bounce back in it. Again, I think the pros might have taken money off the table. You're in a state of collapse in palladium. The big bull move that this has been in for a very long time, it's over. Now the question is pain. One of a lot of pain. And that pain began, it's tried to hold back here in a downtrend, lower highs, lower lows. Yeah, I would think the pros are taking some money off the table there, and today everything just let go. Taking money off the table is not going long. You do understand that. You could take money off the table with the stop or just get out of the markets, whatever. But you play the percentages. That's what this is all about in charting, about percentages. When you go into free falls or free runs in the market, recognize what you have. In the dollar index, you're in a run. This is a vertical price run. All the way going on as people have switched their opinion in 4 days from the bearishness and the bear run the market had. Remember we were talking, it was like a vertical move on you. Now you're getting that big correction. If you try to catch it, God bless you, it's almost impossible to do in markets like this. So what we try to do here for you is put together market research. And in the research, we cover these markets. We're going to cover the interest rate futures for people. We're going to cover the currency, the relationships of the metals. We go into it. My morning, as you know, subscriber videos, I cover these metals in a massive way. I really spend a lot of time on the mornings on them, and we give you what we see going on, give you the years of experience we have. So if you'd like to get our free information, all you do is go to our website, and we cover all these different types of markets. Go to the free offerings, click what you'd like to try, we'll get it out to you. It's a great time to do it considering so many things are going to be closed and you've got to be home anyways. How do you do this? You can either call my staff or just go to www.iraepstein.com. You'll see the free offers, sign up there. Have a good day.